Speaking of Sam Darnold, let me dig into this because I looked into this.
Dig into it,
And I
baby.
thought, so let me ask you. We'll turn it partially into a trivia question.
Oh, shoot. Let me wake up. Okay,
Okay.
I'm
Get
ready.
your thinking glasses on.
Okay.
How studious of I love
Wanted,
it.
wanted to bring that up there.
Here,
Got it.
yeah, yeah, I got it. All right. So what do you got?
What you got there,
Sling your
Youngs?
rock, Davy. So let's see. Who's the most recent quarterback who was a first round pick to start for the Seattle Seahawks, to start a game? Most recent quarterback who was a first round pick to start a game for the Seattle Seahawks.
The most recent first round pick quarterback pick round picker.
Yeah.
The
So there
Seahawks.
was a quarterback.
See, now you know why I had the paper out so I could write it down because I'm
Mixed
all.
words. Mixed. Welcome to mixed word salad. So,
Let's see.
so the quarterback who was a first round pick, who was the last one to start a game for the Seattle Seahawks. Not necessarily selected by
Yeah,
the Seahawks,
but
but he was a because Sam Darnold was,
yeah.
third pick overall in 2018. He will be the first round quarterback to start a game for the Seahawks in quite many years. And I thought, well, who was the last
Huh.
first round pick type quarterback to actually start a game for the Seahawks?
Wow. Let me see. I don't know.
And you
Oh,
got to go back a little ways.
I'm just going to go with Jim Zorn.
Jim Zorn was not a first round pick. Love,
No, well,
love the guess though. I love Jim Zorn. It was Trent Dilfer. He was,
Trent.
he was pick number 6 for the the Buccaneers in '94.
All
Won
right.
a Super Bowl with the Ravens, of course.
Yep.
He came in for Hasselbeck. It's like December 26, 2004. Hasselbeck had to get an injured shoulder. Uh, he only 10 for 26, 128 yards and interception. But Sean Alexander ran for 150 yards that game. So the Hawks won it 24-21 over the Cardinals to be the NFC champs again that season. Uh, but Trent he had to run on a 3rd and 7 to seal the game. So he scrambled. He got the first down and got into victory formation. But the Seahawks, interestingly enough, they're tied with the 1976 expansion Seahawks are tied with the 1993 expansion Jacksonville Jaguars for only having 5 first round quarterbacks play for them. And do you know who those quarterbacks might be? Trent Dilfer, one of them.
Trent's one of them.
Trent's one of them. We got to kind of go back. J.P. Lossman was on the team, but he never played. He got drafted by the Bills, but he never played it down. Uh, we got to go back. So let's go back to 1991. The brother of one of the two guys in the home run contest. Remember, they were trying to break Babe Ruth's record. I don't know if you remember Dan McGuire, 6'8" quarterback. Dan
Okay.
McGuire.
Here.
He got drafted first round. Where was he? Pick number 16 in the 91 draft. 6'8", 243. He never really found his way to the field that often. So in 1993, the Hawks drafted what was supposed to be Joe Namath Part 2 from Notre Dame, Rick Mirer.
Rick Meyer. Yes.
Rick Mirer.
Joe Namath 2.0.
That's what he was supposed to be. Everybody's from
Yeah.
Notre Dame. He's the golden boy.
Golden Boy.
And
Sure.
he's at that time, since the merger, he was the only third quarterback ever, rookie quarterback, to start every game for their team that in his rookie season. That was a big deal back then. These days, not such a big deal. I mean,
Yeah.
half a dozen of them have done it recently in the last couple of years.
What we pay you for.
Yeah, so we've got Trent Dilfer, Dan McGuire, Rick Mirer. Those two actually drafted by the Hawks. J.P. Lossman, not drafted by the Hawks. Another guy who was a first round pick, he was a first round pick for the Cardinals, sat out the whole season. When was it? What year? 87. Sat out the whole season in a contract dispute before the next season officially started, the official league year. He got traded to the Hawks. And the first football player that ever got my attention was he was supposed to be part of the deal the deal fell through and the Hawks had to give up picks. Part of the deal was Kenny Easley, but Kenny Easley couldn't pass his physical. That's when they found out he had all those kidney issues. And so that was Kelly Stouffer.
Stover.
Gave up a first round and 2 fifth-rounders, and next thing you know, he's third on the depth chart. But what happened? Craig separated his shoulder. Jeff Kemp was ineffective, so Stouffer started for 2 months. And then after that, he made his back to the starting lineup for a couple seasons later when Craig moved on, only to be replaced by Stan Gelbaugh. What a great name to remember in Seahawks history. So
Oh,
Sam Darnold, he'll be the fifth first-round pick to start a game for the
wow.
Seahawks. Only two of them have ever. And that's interesting to me in the Hawks history because, in the 80s and some of the 90s, we had some pretty lean years. Cortez Kennedy was partially the only reason to ever watch a Seahawks game for a while
Exactly.
there. You know?
You might kill somebody.
And
Exactly.
none of the previous first round quarterbacks have taken us to postseason season play. The only other guy, one more guy, who was on the Seahawks roster, who was a first round pick quarterback, a fellow named Bill Munson on the expansion 1976 Seattle Seahawks. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Rams, seventh overall in the 1964 draft.
Oh, I remember. 64. Okay.
He never saw the field, but he was on the team. But, hey,
Hey. All
there's
right.
there's some nonsense and trivia and blather for you. Sam Darnold will be the fifth first-round quarterback to ever start a game for the Seattle Seahawks. More power to him. All the success in the world. They're going to be throwing it to Jackson Smith and Jigba and Marquez Valdez Scantling and
Yeah.
hopefully some other three-name wide receiver.
Yeah.
We can't have some guy that's only going by like a single name or something like that. They're all going to have some hyphenated name. So